I didn't know that this investment management was a job till this competition. There's a lot of women that just don't know about the career path.
You know, in school you never learn about investment or anything like that. It's more focused on you're just going to go to further education.
Before Future Assets, I wasn't really interested in that sort of stuff.
I think it's been good because it's made me aware of a lot of new careers to do with finance and investing.
It's definitely opened my eyes into what I could do, whereas before I wouldn't have known about investment management.
As well, though, getting to go to different places and seeing different working environments, because in school it's just one place and it's not really the outside world.
I had a stereotype in my head that business was manly, you wear suits in a big office.
We've been into Bailey Gifford and we've seen how they treat their staff and how they're really nice. So it seems I think it has kind of opened my eyes into being more confident into going into finance.
It was great, and you learnt a lot about the companies specifically, as well as learning about the whole sort of industry.
Just going to the Franklin Templeton building and meeting everyone there as well, it sort of gives you a real insight of what the workplace is like, which I think we struggle to do within school. Because it's not really an opportunity we're given very often.
The students often have quite heavy commitments already, around 50 hours a week sometimes, from timetabled classes at school to volunteering opportunities to additional study or study support, to part-time jobs and also responsibilities at home with their families.
So last year I had a full timetable. I was taking 5 hires and an @5. And had no studies, no room to breathe from my coursework. I was involved in Shinty Club, swimming club. I had 2 part-time jobs and had a social life.
So obviously in school we have our subjects that we're sitting, so this year I'm sitting 2 advanced hires and 2 hires, doing Future Assets, but also within this I've successfully obtained the role of head girl of the junior school.
I also have a brother, 2-year-old, and I babysit him when I go home, and I've got a lot of homeworks to do and all that. Future Assets as well.
Even at school, we're preparing for our prelims and all that, and we're trying to keep up with class as well, and we've got a lot of homework.
Schools are measured through their attainment, and at the moment competitions like Future Asset are not measured within the school. They're not seen as the success of a school, and yet there's no question that everybody values it.
Future Assets is a transformative competition for the girls who take part, but I think there's 2 things that would make it really life-changing for the girls. The first would be some real substantial work experience. I think this would give the girls the confidence to make that final step into investment management as a career.
It's just really difficult to sort of put yourself in their shoes and understand what they do for a job when they're trying to tell you through photos and bullet points.
Personally, things maybe paid internships or summer schools or kind of going in and shadowing would be a good thing and an opportunity to have. What would it be like to go and work with them for a day, or what would it be like to go and do their job? So maybe things like paid internships, summer jobs and summer schools, or just going in and shadowing someone for a day would be really beneficial.
I feel like we can benefit from more scholarships. I've looked online and there isn't that many scholarships, and our school doesn't have a whole scholarships page. And I think we could also benefit from more companies coming in and just speaking with us, or on-site days where you go and see companies.
So learning about the Budge Up Dave hashtag and all this, it's definitely a lot more eye-opening to the real world, and it's motivated me more to make sure that won't happen to me, because it doesn't feel like it should, or there would be any reason for it not to happen to me.
Well, a lot of women aren't aware of companies that would help, and they aren't aware of their interest because they haven't had the experience to take a look at it, because many think they're not capable and it's a man's job. It's really not.
There's a lot of stuff from a young age. You grow up, you're thinking, oh, if you're a girl you should maybe look at nursing. I don't think maths is going to be your thing. In a way, I think there's a lot of sexism around it.
Yeah, I think we were all a bit intimidated by a very male-dominated industry. So to be able to see so many successful women and people my age doing things that they want to do, it's quite nice. It's a nice relief to know that you can do that as well.
Initiatives such as Future Asset allow them to be able to grow and develop their skills And no matter what career path they go down, these initiatives are allowing them to develop skills that are transferable across any sector that they go into.
You don't get offered things like this often, and I think it's such a good opportunity to just open your eyes a bit and see what's outside of this little rural village.
Being brought into the Future Assets competition has not only allowed me to bond with my friends as well, but also open up my horizons to more career pathways that I possibly wouldn't have thought about in the past.
It's built my confidence a lot. I probably wouldn't be sitting here comfortably talking to you if I didn't do the competition, really.
I think it's a really good opportunity and that you should definitely take it, because it does teach you a lot.
Being part of such an amazing competition and putting that on your CV is something that I'd be really proud of.